Okay, as you have just told me, so I want to pass it to my students as well. So our college MFMAC have started online teaching as well. So with that, you can study being in your country and get the same degree what student gets after coming here. So I would ask you to explain about more about the online teaching, but we have got approval. So
First and foremost, upon your visit, you brought us luck. Because
Yeah.
we have applied.
I think the same way you have got the
for a
approval,
long
yeah.
period.
Yeah.
For a long period for the online, we have received the very good news
True.
upon your arrival to Malta.
Thank you.
So you were the first one who I have spoke to, apart from my team and my business
Right.
partner, about the online approval of license.
Yeah.
Because we need a different type of license
True.
to teach on a hybrid method. So the online teaching, okay? Why do I boast about it? Why do we boast about it? And why is it important? So in our education system, we have a hybrid methodology of education. Okay, so we have the class-based education and we have the online-based education. So a student is not only taught online, and the student is not only taught in class.
In class.
The same student can have a mix of tuition methodologies. Okay? Why did we invest in the online? First and foremost, we have a system which we use, which is, I believe, the first in Malta, and I'm saying the first in Malta. It's not the service provider which we're using as the first in Malta, but
Right.
the methodology of the education online. Okay, whereby in other systems you have to use a video from one particular software developer and a platform from another software developer. We have integrated these tuition services in one go.
Okay.
So we will have the notes, the timetables, the attendance,
Modules.
all from one portal, and also the lecturer, which is on the same portal. So whenever you go onto our website, you will find the link on the website. You click on that website,
Okay.
you get in with your credentials, and you will not have to do anything more of opening up another window on your laptop or opening up or having another PC on this side, so that you will see the lecture on one side and the notes on another. Your clipboard is on the same platform. You have everything streamlined in one particular software. Okay, so with one laptop, you can do class, you can ask questions, you can see notes, you can confirm your attendance, and also interact with other fellow students. Okay, there are informations going on onto this platform as well, so we inform our students with them whatever they need through this particular platform when it comes to education. I'm talking about the educational part. So they get these types of information and benefits from being taught online. One thing which I want to tell you, Brown, why did we invest in the online? Because online is a hefty investment.
True.
It's not a cheap thing, and when you're teaching in class and you have the classrooms and you have your school, you will say, why do I need to invest in the online?
True.
Nowadays, online has become a boom for education.
After COVID, yes.
After COVID, and also because of our fast life. Right? We want to work, we want to
Study.
improve, we want to study, we want to have a family life, we want to have, I don't know, whatever, a leisure life. So, I myself personally, I will not sit in class for 3 hours sitting in the chair. Okay. What do I do in order for myself to continue at the house study? I prefer online. Right? Because I am sitting in my office, I am sitting at home, and then I am doing my online qualification, my online training. Okay? I am still having the same benefits as I am having in class.
So basically, so basically, what you mean is, there is no difference in teaching. There is no difference in the degree. It is same as what student getting in Malta, and it is same. It will be same for students who are doing online from back home in their own
That's the
country.
same. This is where I was coming with my discussion.
Okay.
So the online training and the class-based training are the same.
Okay.
They have the same lecturers. So a student who is here in the classroom in Malta is getting the same deliverables from the same lecturer back in his home country or her home country, being in India, being in America, being in Canada,
Okay, and
wherever it might be.
So, sorry to interrupt you, but what about the degree and the diploma? Is it same validation?
Same
It is valid?
validation, so that's why I told you about the license.
Okay.
The top was the accreditation for the online. It has the same credentials, the same ECTSs, the same everything.
So it is valid in their home country also.
Same everything.
It is valid
And it's
everywhere,
valid
yeah.
everywhere. Like the class-based, conventional class-based education there. So whenever a student joins either an online or an on-site training methodology, they are getting the same benefits. They are getting the same credits. They are getting the same qualification. If it's a BSc in facility management online, on-site, it is the same BSc qualification online. Because they have the same notes, they have the same deliverables on lectures, and they have the same everything.
There's something wonderful actually.
The greatest benefit of it all is that you can stay at home
True.
and you can do the same qualification, getting the same level, and getting the same certificate. So there is no need to be in class.
So students, I think it is something very wonderful what we have decided and we have come up with. There are students which I have come across, they don't want to come to Malta, but at the same time they want European degree. Especially in Sri Lanka, you don't have much universities, much colleges, but at the same time they don't want to come to Malta because it is much expensive than coming to Malta because you have to spend every month your living expenses and everything. So it is something amazing we have come up with. With this you can get the same degree being in Sri Lanka, being in India, being in Nepal or any country you are from. And you can get the same degree which is valid everywhere. For example, if you have done your schooling and if you're going for this diploma, level 5 diploma and level 6 diploma, you can still go for further education after doing this diploma. If you want to go for higher education, whether in your own country or abroad, you can do that. Am I right, Melvin?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it is something very good we have come up with. Yeah.
Pram, what I can tell you is that we are getting students from all around the world. So that makes us feel that we are special.
True.
We are delivering something which is important
True.
to the student. Okay, because if you're seeing students coming from Canada, coming from America, coming from EU countries,
True.
okay, Maltese students, I must say, Maltese students have the benefit to study in our government universities
True.
or without paying a fee. And
Okay.
they choose us
Okay.
at a fee,
Uh-huh.
okay?
Okay.
Then we'll boost ourselves that we're doing something good, okay? So we're giving something to the industry, we're giving, and even the industries. I cannot mention names because there's
No problem.
we involved with GDPR,
Yeah.
so I cannot mention any corporate or entities. But we are getting students from different companies, SMEs and also at corporate level, which are the biggest companies on the island. Okay, so when they approach us, whenever they approach us, these companies approach us, and they tell us, listen, we have 2 students, 3 students, 5 students to come to your college to do this particular degree, then we know that we're doing something good. Okay, and that is what we focus on. We focus on giving back to the economy because
True.
after all, that's what we're doing, Bram. We're building up the future workforce, the future entrepreneurs to go out there to work, to make a living, and to live beyond their expectations. To be honest, above their expectations. They get a lifestyle. They get whatever they want in their life. I'm not talking about the luxury things because those
No problem.
are materialistic things. But being knowledgeable,
Mhm.
and being able to do something different for your country, for your world, actually, that is something which you should look forward to.
True. So I think I won't take your much of your time because you have already given me a lot of time. Actually, I wanted to
It's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Talking to you.
But I wanted to take this little bit of your time for this information session because as I'm going back to India and Sri Lanka, so I want to give more information to my student, which is not so easy when I'm there abroad because it is always difficult to connect with you or me. Sometimes you are busy, sometimes I'm busy. So I think most of my students have got the real-time knowledge from Mr. Melvin, who has given us his valuable time to us. And I'm really thankful to you, Melvin, to invite me here and have this session. So I think I would conclude here. and hope to have this session regularly on time. And I pass this to my students. I want to see my prospective students soon in Malta, and some students who are opting for online session, they can opt for that and they can stay back in their country and start their courses. Alright guys, so thank you very much.
We encourage, I will take the last 2 minutes from your time. We encourage these students to come forward to Bram, who is our one of the best collaborators we have on an international sphere, not only for the Asian countries. We encourage these students to come forward, put their queries. Whenever they have a query, they will ask Bram, who is always collaborating with us real time.
Okay,
and asking us wherever he cannot answer the question, he asks us all the time about these things, and I will guarantee you that he is giving you the best advice he can.
Thank you, Melvin. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
I will see you soon again.
Okay, it's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.